Divine Collective, the Holy Spirit said, on any given day, you still don't give a damn. You don't give a damn about things that are not worth giving a damn about. Welcome to Spiritual Core TV. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning back, welcome back. This is just going to be a really quick general energy check. Something about you not giving a damn, like literally, quite literally. Look at as I just split the deck, okay? Hold up. Look at you, Divine Collective. This is how you're showing up on any given day. This is protecting your peace, your sanity, okay? Peace and harmony, destiny, something about your future, and something about good karma. You know, when you have good karma, you don't want to dirty up your karma. And some people feel like you're too good for certain situations. And that is true. You do get to a point where you feel like your good, clean karma is too good for something that you don't need to be giving a damn about on any given day. Because once you give a damn, people think you always gonna give a damn. So you got to really be mindful. You don't want to send mixed signals about things that don't concern you or anything that is conducive to anybody's well-being for that matter, right? Listen, that's what I just heard. Holy Spirit was like, okay, listen, didn't I just say source? This is coming straight from source, the source of all sources, creator of all creators, the God above all the gods, the God who created everything in creation, source who is source, the great I am. Yeah, listen, there's only one. 144 on the timer. Spirit says you still don't give a damn on any given day. Some people could be in disbelief about that. Yeah, they're in disbelief that it's game over. Yeah, that's okay for them to feel like that. That's not your show. You don't have to tune in. You can always change the channel. That's what I just heard. You're coming up as somebody with a lot of spiritual protection. Your angels guide you. They always help you balance out situations. It's a game over situation, though. If somebody was banking on you giving a damn about something that you no longer give a damn about, then they're just going to be hoping on a wish and a prayer that you give a damn. Damn it. I mean, I don't know. Okay. Let me stick to the reading, okay? Holy Spirit, beautiful divine mother, please put a shield of protection over me. Help me as I channel this energy. Please remove my 2 cents and or my own personal opinions and just allow me to kind of have a little bit of a monologue on the commercial breaks. With that being said, listen, okay, what else is new? Somebody's pulling their hair out. Somebody's like losing it. It's a thief that's mad because they can't steal something anymore. And you don't give a damn about them feeling mad about what it is that they can't steal. Something that's forbidden, okay? Some form of spiritual embezzlement. It's an embezzler. It's somebody that's into larceny. It's somebody that likes to invade. I just heard a space invader. This person likes to invade spaces where they're not welcome or where they're uninvited. Yes and no. Somebody's nasty. Somebody is nasty. Get your jizz and your juice and your whatever and your whatnot. No, sir, ma'am. Hey, it's no. Listen, victim sorrow. Somebody's mad because you don't give a damn. I mean, what else does somebody want you to do? I feel like somebody really doesn't know what's going on with fraud energy. It's all over the place. Somebody's shocked that you don't give a damn. Whatever these people got going on, it ain't got nothing to do with you. Somebody's about to get caught up illegally. They might already be in jail or they're about to get caught and go to jail. Something about coercion, bribe, stealing money, fraud, whatever this is game over. Okay. And you're coming out as somebody who looks really, really good. Okay. I just heard these people are spiritually on the spectrum. I'm not even wishing this on anybody. That's what I just heard the Holy Spirit say. They're spiritually on the spectrum. Like, these are people that are doing things spiritually that's like, you don't see how that's affecting your life. You just gonna keep on doing that, and then you expect for us to give a damn, and now you mad because we don't give a damn about stuff we don't need to give a damn about. Damn that. That's what I just heard. That's just what it is. That's not what it's not. Whatever. Listen, somebody is like, you really at peace, huh? Yeah. True story, man. Peace, love, and tranquility in alignment with source. That's the best place to be. And we're hanging out with other people who get it. That's always nice, you know? When you have those healthy commonalities, things in common, yeah, that's always nice. Yeah, somebody, look, it's a narcissist somewhere. Listen, this person doesn't have the right. They've been stripped of their citizenship by way of spirituality. Somebody spiritually on the spectrum. This person needs an escort, if you will, somebody to assist them in making decisions. They need not make any more decisions on their own because everything that they have done has led them to look like this. In the end, they're spiritually on the spectrum. Common sense doesn't exist in cases like this. And that's sad, okay? But that's not our story. That's just the truth. Yeah, something about shocking news. Caught up. Yeah, somebody's got the police watching them, the feds watching them, and divine masculine. You're in this very peaceful stance, okay? Somebody's really pissed off. Somebody's got a lot going on. Whoever these people are, whatever they got going on, the fact that they are really preoccupied with you not giving a damn about what doesn't deserve you giving a damn about, it's almost like at some point, don't you have to eliminate things off of your list of importance? And with all of what they got going on with the embezzlement charges, the feds are watching, for some of these people, it's CPS, it's all kinds of stuff going on, okay? I mean, isn't there enough on their list, right? On the to-do list that they're really concerned about you not giving a damn about what they're going through. But why should you? Okay. Something that these people did to bind themselves. They binded themselves. They binded themselves. Whatever they have, whatever they're doing, they bound themselves to whatever decisions they made that led them to be in this predicament. At some point, somebody's got to take accountability. Okay. But again, spiritually being on the spectrum, Holy Spirit is like, I can show them better than I can tell them. Your inner child is really happy, by the way. The divine mother and divine father within you is very, very happy. You really are in this genuine energy of contentment. Maybe this is the shocking news for these people. Okay. I don't know why that would shock them. Everybody deserves to be happy, but they're mad and sad and snapping because you don't give a damn. There's a third party situation that's heavily invested in your life. They're on episode, God knows what, watching you on social media. Somebody waits till you post every day. I just heard that. And you didn't fall for the trap, okay? You listen to your intuition. That is the beauty of prayer, intuition, and discernment mixed in with obedience to your higher self and your intuition. It doesn't lead you to unfortunate circumstances like this, guilt and remorse. It's enough. The quagmire energy is like, stand here. I'm going to trick you out of something. It's like, nah, we're not really here for that. We really don't give a damn about these on the spectrum ass games. These games are remedial. At some point, I thought, like, put that to rest. Yeah, special needs is what I just heard. I'm not trying to make any jokes, but this is really what spirit is showing me. Some of these people have been misdiagnosed, y'all. Okay, they should not be dealing with witchcraft or anything. They really should not. They really are spiritually on the spectrum. Okay, the pretentious energy is given slow. It's given, oh, you're a little thrown. Okay, you're a little thrown off mentally. You know what I mean? You look at them, you see something's behind their eyes, but nobody's really home. It's given that kind of energy. And that's sad because somebody doesn't even have the right to be upset here. Maybe they're upset that they're spiritually on the spectrum. I don't know. But the spiritual decisions that they've made, it's a no, don't do that. Yeah, it's a third party here that is really, really crazy. This person is having identity crisis, multiple personalities, is what I just heard, with impression and third wheel. This is somebody that will be whoever somebody needs them to be in order to have a partnership. Something about impersonation. Yeah, it's crazy. Something about you having a victory over this pretentious person, a pretendo energy. Somebody is looking at you, crying, talking. Somebody could actually be crying. That's unfortunate. Crying is really like, depending on the mood, the energy back in it. Because I've cried tears of joy too now, but this person, crying is like a valve, VALVE, a valve. It's a release, if you will, if you see it as that. But to put yourself in situations where you continuously, are feeling like this, guilt ridden, and you're sad, yeah, that's a diagnosis. Okay, that's something that needs to be diagnosed. Somebody needs to go really honestly seek some type of help. This third party situation, somebody's watching you genuinely be in your happiness, in your happy place, is what I just heard. Okay, that's what's up. So the impersonation thing, that's weird. Like, no, don't pretend to be me. Yeah, we don't like that. That's not something that we think is admirable. You know, I don't think I'll ever be okay with anybody pretending to be me, like to the point where they feel like they need to eliminate me. Like, yeah, no, that's weird. Okay. Spirit just says it's a side effect, if you will, for being spiritually on the spectrum. People that have identity crisis, it could also have something to do with the chemical imbalance. My thing is not to talk about anybody, but if you know that about yourself, then listen, we're going to need you to care enough to go and seek some type of professional diagnosis, because trying to track down collective is going to put you in a seat of insanity. That's what I just heard. We're not about to turn this high frequency down. Yeah, I just heard turn down for what? Somebody, yeah, look, you can't be on the spectrum and giving the evil eye. You can't be slow and in conversations where you want somebody to give a damn about the fact that you're on the spectrum and giving the evil eye. We will not show up to this shit, sir. This. See how spirit just shut my mouth like that? See how spirit just shut my mouth? Thank you, Holy Spirit. Holy Spirit was like, don't even feed it. It's a kind of stray dog. If you feed it, it'll follow you home. Don't feed it. Okay, my microphone went out, y'all. So we're going to have to finish this reading out. Audibly, it could sound a little bit differently, but maybe it's okay. Okay, I hope it is. But yeah, somebody's shocked. Okay, so let's see what's going on. Holy Spirit, beautiful divine angels, please show us what it is that we need to see. Please and thank you. Okay, so you don't have any health concerns, collective, okay? You may have gone to the doctor and found out health concerns in the reverse. Somebody was trying to manipulate your health and give you health concerns or something like that. But you're I don't know, you're healthy. A clean bill of health is what I just heard. Something about prayer manifestation, okay? Yeah, this manipulator is done. Yeah, the death magic backfired and the sickness fell. Yeah, with sickness and death, they usually go hand in hand. If somebody's doing spell work, then 9 times out of 10, this is how they do it. And that's unfortunate because it backfired, okay? Hence the fact that it came up in the reverse. The cards always fall the way they need to. Yeah, somebody was abusing the spiritual world or abusing their knowledge or what they thought they know. They didn't realize what they really know was that, yeah, they should have just stayed in the background. They should have just left you alone, okay? I mean, I don't know. How many warning signs does it take? You intuitively felt that somebody was doing some type of love spell. Now somebody is love sick. Literally love sick. Physical ailments, love sick. Why did I hear that? Yeah. Something about your intuition and something about divination. You talking to your angels, your spirit guides, and last but never absolutely the least, the Most High God, the source of all things. That's what I just heard, direct connection with source. Yes, source. What is it that we need to know? Spirit said no. Like your spirit team just blocked all this energy. I was like, no. Like, damn. That's a complete sentence. Yeah, that's a final statement. You got self-love and soulmate here. Yeah. Clarify, Holy Spirit. It's a community of people that are watching you or that are showing you love. You got a whole bunch of people that really do love you. Spirit says 99.9% of the people love you, and then there's this rare 1% that's just non-existent. Whatever the death magic is in the reverse with the health concerns, yeah. Okay, somebody's in their south node, and they're mad because you're in your north node. Somebody's in the south node, look at their face, it's a completely different frequency, while you're in your north node, happy. Yeah, happier than a sissy in Boys Town. No pun intended. I didn't mean that in a derogatory way. I actually meant that endearingly, honestly. There's money coming in. There's a whole bunch of it. It's been coming out a lot. Some of you might need to play the lotto. Why do I feel like that? Like, something's coming in for you, okay? And somebody is, yeah, okay. Again, they want you to give a damn about something you don't need to give a damn about. All of this backfired, y'all, okay? Let's just say what it is. Opposition in the rebirth, it all backfired, okay? Yeah. Somebody needs to seek some type of legal advice because they're going to jail. Something happened, something backfired, spiritual jail, something about your pathway. This karmic feminine didn't get enough until she got enough, okay? This could be the pretendo energy, this could be the third party, whatever this is. You got pathway, you got trusted. Like, people know who you are, okay? If they were confused about who was being who was pretending to be what, somebody was saying you pretending to be like them, they now know who's who and where the personality traits need to go. Okay, karmic feminine in prison. Holy Spirit could have put this person in jail after they tried to put a veil over people's eyes about them being a dirty bastard ass witch. Something about the roadside. Somebody was on the road and something happened. Somebody really, yeah, okay. Anyway, what's going on, Spirit? Spirit took this person out of the way, and there's never going to be a karmic feminine where there is not a karmic masculine attached in a karmic situation. I just feel like now karmic people are amongst their own and they don't like it. Karmic people are amongst their own and they don't like it. 15:55 on the timer, okay? They need that good energy. Look at this high frequency. Look at that aura. Look at that good energy. It's so wonderful. You come in and everything seems to go as planned in a good way. You're in alignment. So no matter where you go, everything just works out. You know, if you're going somewhere, you're pulling up to this place and you're looking for a parking spot, you seem to get the spot right up front every time, really close to the door because it's raining. This is what I mean, like everything goes with the flow, everything in your life. You got somebody saying, every time I come up in here, something happens. Every time I come up in here, you're like, oh, interesting. Every time I come here, everything goes well for me. It's two completely different frequencies. They can't coexist in the same space and time. Because who wants this energy to become contagious? It's already backfired. You got people spiritually on the spectrum where this energy has backfired and they might not even know what's going on. Somebody is nasty as hell, and whatever they did sexually with magic, it's going to kick their ass. It's going to kick their ass. Kick them square at the ass. Okay? They're nasty. Somebody's disgusting. Yeah, well, this is what Spirit is saying. This is how the universe is dealing with this situation, okay? Something backfired like real bad. Somebody didn't see that it was going to backfire like that. That's what I just heard. Damn. Wow. And people are talking about it. People around these people are talking about them and how they stole and why they went to jail. And somebody's a thief. Somebody actually steals from people, okay? This is like their daily thing to do. Somebody could be a shoplifter as well. 5-finger discount, 100% off. That's what I just heard. Yeah, whatever it is, it's not our business. We don't give it in. What else is going on here, Holy Spirit? I just instantly got irritated. Like, not to the capacity where I feel like it's like messing with my frequency, but like channeling the energy. I'm like, you raggedy, dirty ass on the spectrum ass bastard. Like, okay. Get it together. Spirit is like, yeah, but it's the truth. Everything I just said is the truth. I can't. It's not my truth. It's just me here channeling the truth. I'm glad that's not our story, Divine Collective. I'm really glad that we're not in the South Node. I'm really glad about that. Like, I don't take that for granted. I joke a lot, but I don't take that for granted. That's a huge accomplishment. That's a really big accomplishment considering the circumstances with the Ten of Swords. And then you went into this isolation with Hermit. Yeah. Like, considering the circumstances. Yeah, welcome to the days of our lives, man. I always like to show the sands of time, just to show how small all these situations are. There's billions of people on this planet, and this is just one of the stories. Like, this shit is not even really that serious, y'all. Yeah, leave it behind. Adios, arrivederci. So you could have abandoned several timelines. Maybe you walked away in mid-conversation with the Five of Cups in the reverse. Again, I think this solidifies and certifies and confirms you don't give a damn. Queen of Cups in the reverse is like not giving your emotions to something. With the Five of Pentacles, oh yeah, you're making it real clear that you don't have no feelings about what's happening to anybody. You got the star energy, okay? So something about recognition. Because normally the Queen of Cups in the reverse is somebody who's emotionally manipulative. But in this case, Preceding the Five of Pentacles, one can only assume, by way of making a good, healthy assumption, that the reason that you don't give a damn is because you have no emotions to give when it comes to this situation. Five of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups in the reverse is like, I don't feel no way about that. They're like, you really don't care? He's like, no, I really don't. Yeah, really don't. This could have something to do with an ex-lover. I feel like somebody was trying to flaunt somebody in front of you. I feel like somebody was doing things extra on social media to get your attention, posting pictures, trips, something like that. And you're coming up past the Queen of Cups in the reverse. You really do not care. And besides, the third party was trying to be you anyway. It's like, it's hard watching somebody pretend to be you when they're not, you know, and they're bad at it. You know what I mean? And besides, there's so many good things going on. You are the divine high priestess that's been activated. The wheel is obviously turning in your favor. There's really no argument there. So to give a damn about something that is blatantly obvious towards people who are on the spectrum. And when I mean on the spectrum, you got to be on the spectrum of something. If you're trying to pretend to be somebody this hard and you're just unsuccessful, okay? Seven of Pentacles, yeah, you're focused in on whatever is deserving your attention. With the Hermit energy, this is a very grounded energy, Virgo energy. You know, this represents the intuition, listening to your discerning nudges, making good decisions, the Eight of Cups, okay? So you listen to your intuition to walk away. And so you did. Five of Pentacles, you left these people out in the cold. Yeah, I just heard I could show you better than I could tell you. You are the Queen of Cups in the reverse to the devil, and you put his ass in the Five of Pentacles, or her ass in the Five of Pentacles. You have no feelings towards the devil. You're not giving the devil no glory. That's what I just heard. No attention. Yeah, King of Wands energy, okay? What's the King of Wands energy? That's a fiery energy. That's healthy. Knight of Wands, yeah, you jumped in the chair. You got the hell out of Dodge. Look how fast this car is going. It's popping a wheelie, man. You know how fast somebody got to be going, how happy they got to be to get away from somebody that they popping a wheelie, driving away. You know how happy somebody got to be that they're popping a wheelie, driving away? Huh? Somebody got the hell out of Dodge. Yeah, you could have just drove off in mid-conversation like, deuces. Like, I'm not about to hold space for the devil and his and her diabolical ways. Five of Pentacles for you, man. Stay your ass over there in the barren place, in a dry space with the devil and whatever you got going on. This King of Wands is out of there. King of Wands said, I'm chunking up the deuces. Chunking up the freaking deuces, man. Left them all hanging. You could have left somebody on hold and never came back to the phone. Oh man, listen, you could have just left somebody on hold and never came back to the phone call. I'm just saying, that's what I see. Like, when you're done and when you really don't give a damn, you really don't give a damn. What's the Knight of Cups, Holy Spirit? What's the Knight of Cups, Holy Spirit? Page of Cups. Somebody wants to get in touch with you. They need to apologize, okay? Page of Cups, this could be about a child, okay? It's not been very childish. You're at work. You said, I'm at work. I can't take calls at work. Don't call me while I'm on my job. Don't show up to my job, okay? Eight of Pentacles, you're focused. Seven of Pentacles to the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, you don't give a damn. The Nine of Swords, baby. They can't sleep, babe. They can't eat, baby. They can't think, baby. The devil's out our life. We don't want no more, babe. We don't want no more. The devil's out of our life. You walked away, okay? Everybody sing now. Welcome to Spiritual Court TV. If you're just now coming into the chat, peace be with you. Assalamu alaikum. Shalom, paz, and blessings. If you've been following the reading and you resonate on the World Wide Web with the World card, do me a favor. Hype up the video. It helps the algorithm go to the rhythm and stay in alignment with the high frequency. Okay, thank you. Thumbs it up, comment down below. Drop a rocket in the chat, a rocket ship, because we are not in spiritual jail. That's why we need to do a rocket ship here. We're not in spiritual jail. Look at this here. Look at this here. Decisions needed to be made. Everybody was at the crossroads under judgment. Everybody, just recently, everybody. You could decide if you want to go this way or you want to go that way. And somebody took their asses back on it's an on the spectrum ass decision. These are people that didn't think it through. They didn't think beyond the current thought, because that's as far as it went. Nine of Swords. Everybody had a choice. We went towards this new cycle. When they called for everybody to go in the wilderness, to abandon the devil and leave the devil behind, these people were standing around looking around like, what? What? They couldn't see themselves being out of this energy. So they stayed there with the devil and ended up in spiritual jail, the Eight of Swords, in the middle of the abyss, trapped and bound by their own thoughts and decisions. Nobody's going to help them think their way through this. They're going to have to call on their higher selves. But some of them don't know how to do that because they never thought to do it. Okay, well, I'm just here to tell this story. But for the Divine Kindred Soul Tribe Collective, the Hierophant, you was like, hey, we gotta go. I can't stay here with you. I don't want to be here with you. I can't. This is absolutely unhealthy. Who's living their life like this? The days of our lives, one life to live? Yeah, somebody jumped in a chariot. I'm not even playing. Somebody could have even burned rubber. Like, I'm out of here. You ever just been so happy to get away from somebody too? It's like, ooh. Nine of Pentacles. I'd rather be alone than to be around the devil and what they got going on the spectrum. Some of these people are slow, y'all. Some of these people mentally are debilitated from magic that they did. They don't want to tell you that. They feel a little slow cognitively. Honestly, I'm not even joking. The magic that they did, mind magic, things like that, yeah, they feel a little slow. You're coming out as a Queen of Pentacles. These people could feel like you're acting brand new. Is that what it is? Ripping out the plastic, I'm acting brand new. Somebody feels like you're acting brand new. Yeah, you are. Because you are new. They don't know you like that. Ace of Pentacles. Look. This is not even stunting on anybody. This is not that type of energy. When you get here, you're just talking to Source. You're just talking to Source. Ace of Pentacles. They feel like you acting like you brand new. Yeah, that's in their head. That's a form of manipulation. That's emotional manipulation. You know, people throw that out there. Oh, you think you're better than me. Oh, you think because you got money. Oh, you think because you this. And you think it's, nah, that's an illusion, bro. Stay your ass in the Five of Pentacles. We don't have time for that. Matter of fact, start the car. And I'm so serious. Drive away. Walk away. Don't feed that beast. Don't feed that devil, because that devil's going to feel like if you feed it any forms of attention or try to help and do whatever, they take it the wrong way. They feel like they can just run amok, you know. Once you let people slip and slide, they want to moonwalk all over your shit. Like, nah, what are you doing? Get up out of here. Something about jumping in the car, though. Yeah, new beginning. I can't make this up. Where were you running to? The divine. Where were you going? The divine. Who the heck is compromising this high vibrational frequency? Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Hierophant energy. Who's compromising that for the Five of Pentacles and the devil? Why? This is why I say mentally that magic must be making their brains like mush. It has to be. There's no way. How could you not see the glory and the goodness of the Most High God? You see the moon in the background? Something about the last new moon, full moon. Don't matter. The Most High God said, I control all of that. Clarify. You can't get the moon to do nothing that we don't want it to do. The moon and the sun, it's an eclipse. Look at the way the sun fell right on top of the Eight of Swords over spiritual jail. Illuminate these people, reminding them, if you will, that you chose to be diabolical and you refuse to get an assessment. You refuse to let them diagnose you as being spiritually on the spectrum. So now that something's wrong with your mental, now that you know, what exactly do you plan on doing with that information? Not that we give a damn, but this is questions that need to be asked because these people have landed their asses in Eight of Swords energy. They're in spiritual hell. Man, tell them to be strong. The magician, you were. Some of these people think you did magic over them. That's why they look like this in the Nine of Swords. Looking around, scared, looking over their shoulder, looking over here, looking over there, looking back around, all around, and whatever. This is you did magic on them, collective. When you don't know whether or not somebody's trying to do magic over you, and you can't make a solid decision on that, yeah, you might need to get some type of second opinion. It's okay to ask for a second opinion. Sometimes the energy gets real weird, you know. It's good to ask for a second opinion. But some of these people didn't seek to do that. Common sense ain't that comments. Ain't that common. Ooh-wee, something about the comments. You got inheritance here, okay? Let's see what's going on. What's this energy, Holy Spirit? Whoever this person is, this warlock, this masculine with this STD that tried to transfer this disease to you, he's going to burn in hell. He could be burning, like physically burning, whatever he got, whatever he was diagnosed with, spiritually transmitted disease. It's spiritual though. It's something that's attached to him. It's something spiritual. This person could have been making their own potions and drinking their own potions and also using bodily fluids in their magic. There's somebody with a demon attached. Using dark forces to get what he needs. This is a dark individual. Why are you scared? We don't give a damn. Yeah, we don't. Divine intervention is here. Spirit says stop right there. Say less. Okay, and so I will be obedient. This does conclude this message. Please give this video a thumbs up, hype it up, like it, love it, share it, whatever you feel you need to do. I'm coming back with more readings and I will see you then. Until then, peace be with you.